Welcome to our YouTube video series on legal terminology. In this particular video, we will look at the legal concept of stare decisis. Now, stare decisis, Latin for to stand by things decided, is a judicial doctrine under which a court follows the principles, rules, or standards of its prior decisions or decisions of higher tribunals when deciding a case with arguably similar facts. The doctrine of stare decisis has horizontal and vertical aspects. A court adhering to the principle of horizontal stare decisis will follow its own prior decisions absent exceptional circumstances. For example, the Supreme Court follows a precedent unless it has become too difficult for lower courts to apply. By contrast, vertical stare decisis binds lower courts to follow strictly the decisions of higher courts within the same jurisdiction. For example, lower courts must follow decisions of the higher courts of appeal. The doctrine of stare decisis has its roots in 18th century English common law. In 1765, the English jurist William Blackstone described the doctrine of English common law precedent as establishing a strong presumption that judges, to promote stability in the law, would abide by former precedents, where the same points come again in litigation, unless such precedents were flatly absurd or unjust. In the modern common law jurisdictions, there has been prevalence to apply the doctrine of stare decisis by following the rules of the court's prior decisions unless there is a special justification or at least strong grounds to overrule the precedent. This justification must amount to more than a disagreement with the prior decision's reasoning. In adopting this approach, the court has rejected a strict view of stare decisis that would require it to adhere to its prior decisions regardless of those decisions' merits or the practical implications of retaining or discarding precedent. Instead, while the court has stated that its precedents are entitled to respect and deference, the court considers the principle of stare decisis to be a discretionary principle of policy to be weighed and balanced along with the court's views about a prior decision's merits, along with several pragmatic considerations when determining whether to retain precedent in interpreting statute or deciding whether to hear a case. Notably, the court may avoid having to decide whether to overrule precedent if it can distinguish the law or facts of a prior decision from the case before it, or limit the prior decision's holding so it is inapplicable to the instant case. Thank you.